All right, let's get to it. Man. Hang will beat drop podcast. Episode's a little different today. I'm in the car. You're wondering, is like, what is B doing? So I'm recording on the whip, in the whip. I got my audio interface. I got the microphone, and I was crunched on time this week. So I have to record the episode on my way to my nephew's birthday party. So right now I'm currently recording this Saturday, and I got Jacob in the back. He's vibing, he's chilling. I told him no questions. He's acting like he's asleep, But so it's my nephew's birthday. It's my nephew's birthday party, and he lives. My sister lives super far. She lives in Dana Point, so it's a cool little almost 2 hour drive from where I'm at. So I was like, you know what, I could take this time on the road to record the episode. You know what I mean? So hopefully it comes out cool. I keep checking, making sure all the levels sound nice. So the camera keeps shaking. I apologize. But no excuses. We got to get the episode out. You know what I mean? We in this weekly gang, so we got to get it out. So the episode's not gonna be long because I gotta be on dad mode. We gotta be playing some Michael Jackson. We gotta be playing some Kendrick Lamar. We gotta vibe out on the way to the party. So Kendrick Lamar's album dropped, and it sounds amazing. I love the direction of the album. I love the things that he was talking about. I think I keep speaking about Mental Health Awareness Month, and you guys are knowing how much I'm talking about mental praise, and I'm just so passionate about that. And I think when I heard his album, it felt so good to hear, obviously good music. Also the topics that he was talking about, you know what I mean? About, finding therapy. And, I think, I a couple of weeks back, I said that I was going to start doing therapy. And I could honestly say right here, man, that was one of the best decisions I've made because, I already got like 2 sessions in. By the time this episode comes out, I'm going to have 3. But it just feels good to know that you're trying to do the work, for yourself. I think sometimes, you don't know how to talk to someone. You don't know how to try to figure your situations out. You try to do it by yourself. You try not to talk about it. You try to be very strong. And sometimes you just got to talk it out. Sometimes you don't feel like putting that pressure on your close one or your loved ones. And, for me, when I heard the album and I heard him speaking about therapy, at some point, it became one of those things where you didn't want to go to therapy. You felt like it looked weak. And now it's dope to know that, people are doing the work, in Kendrick Lamar's album, him speaking about it. I'm excited to keep going. I'm excited to keep progressing in having these conversations, because I think that for me to have my mental praise platform, Hanging with Beat Drop podcast, me DJing and doing the things that I do, I think it's great for you guys to see a different side of me besides just, the music aspect. I think it's good for you guys to see that, no matter what your occupation is, no matter what your identity seems to be or what people think your identity is that we all go through certain situations in our life that we have to overcome. We got to move forward, and we have to do, we have to establish great habits. We got to, do the research amongst ourselves to find ways to become better, and I think that, as I'm in this car, my son's in the back, I want him to grow up and going, you know what, he might see me as, I hope he sees me as a great father, and, he tells me all the time, you're a great dad, but I also want him to see that I'm a flawed man. I want him to know that, hey son, like, I want him to hear the word therapy. I want him to hear the word self-love, all those things, and talking about it, because my actions will speak louder than my words. And the reason I'm advocating for these things so much is because I think we all deserve to live in peace. We all deserve to find ways to make the most out of our day, have joy, and I know this month, this past couple of weeks on the podcast, I've been speaking so much about, mental health, and now that, obviously it's Mental Health Awareness Month, but I feel that, your body responds to your mind. We're a complete, we're like, everything co-aligns, your body, your mind, your faith, your soul, everything. You know, if your mind's not right, you know, we can't progress, man. We can't move forward in our lives, you know. And right now, as I'm driving to, you know, my nephew's party, and I'm with my son, I just want to be in the moment. I just want to be present. You know, I want to enjoy these these times of family. I want to enjoy the life that God has created for me. You know, I want to be able to be in a place where I'm not thinking so far across, so far ahead in my life. I, you know, encourage anybody that, you know, is thinking about therapy. Go try it out, man. You know, I told my therapist, I want to, I want to say, I told my therapist, no, but I told my therapist, like, I'm excited, I'm nervous, and I didn't know how to feel, of how to speak, and as I was going through my sessions, I was like, damn, man, like we really doing this. We really trying to, find the roots of why we do things. I want people to really see things in a different way, and no, there's no such thing as being weak in trying to better yourselves. You know what I mean? Because I feel like sometimes the things that we want to better ourselves, we have this like perception that it's weak. You want to talk about it? Oh, that's weak, bro. Like, come on, man. Hey, you want to do therapy? How you going to a random ass person? And it's like, man, it's always being cynical. You know what I mean? Like, always looking at the worst ways of things. You know what I mean? And where it's like we should just see things in a way of like, let's just be better, man. Let's just improve. And for me, like, as a dad, as a father, I want my son to be way better than me. You know what I mean? I want him to see, I want him to look back and be like, hey, pops, like, man, you went through therapy, you did these things, you did whatever you could to try to become a better man. But yeah, man, I just want to jump in here, record this episode right quick, and obviously check in with y'all because, I want to remain consistent with the podcast. I want to remain consistent with the things that I love doing, and right now, as I was, getting ready to go to this, to the party, I was like, damn, like, when am I going to record? And I said to myself, like, sometimes we tell ourselves so much excuses for the reason not to do things. We always find a reason not to do things. We always be like, oh, it's because we always have something to say. Where it's like, you know what? Like, why not? You know what I mean? So I was like, fuck it. I'm going to record on the way over there. It might not be the best quality. It might sound it might sound weird, but that's not going to stop me from trying to remain consistent in the passions that I have, because I have a purpose. And my purpose is to create these platforms to create a better community, to create mental praise, to have a gradual build into people realizing that we haven't even reached our full potential. We haven't even started. We're not even at the surface, I'm just excited to be at this place where we could talk about so much stuff. I want to create a platform on the podcast where we talk about everything. We talk about family, we talk about relationships, we talk about music, we talk about entertainment, we talk about mental health, we talk about everything. Because it all matters in the end of the day. Everything plays a major factor in our lives. The relationships we're involved with, the people we have, what we consume, what we put in our bodies, all those things, man. It all just combines into the way we live our lives. I just want to thank y'all for supporting the podcast. Yesterday, I was told, like, hey, man, like, I checked out your podcast, and that meant a lot, man, because sometimes you don't know who's watching, and you don't know if sometimes the things you're doing are making an impact to people, and to know that, one person a day, one person every 2 days, one person every 5 days, or 20 people, the fact that people are checking in, and that we could make impacts, like, that's what it's all about, and that's what we do it for. You know what I mean? It's let's just making the world a better place, being there for each other, being there for one another. You know what I mean? I finally said that right. All right, so want to tell y'all, I appreciate y'all. I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day, beautiful weekend. You know, it's crazy hot. You know, it was like almost 100. Got the AC flowing up in here. You know, we're going into the summer. You know, time be flying. You know, I hope that everybody's in a good place. Everybody's in a good spot. And much love, man. Hang on Beat Y'all Podcast. We out of here. We about to pull up to the party. So, you know, I gotta go on full dad mode. You know what I mean? I gotta be in full, hey, only one juice box. All right, fine, 2 juice boxes. You know, don't tell your mother. You know what I mean? I gotta be in full dad mode. You know what I'm saying? Hey, go bring me this. You know, hey, ve tráeme un plato. That's the way to go about it. All right. So much love. Let's keep growing. Let's keep improving. You know what I mean? As I like to say in my mental praise video, you know, let's praise your mind every single day. You know, and I'm gonna drop some shirts. You know, I'll be, you know, I've been thinking of a few things. All right. So much love. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.